Griff first up again versus Jay. The two friends meet each other in the middle of the arena. Immediate cheap shots by Griff. Gouge onto Jay. He's just not going in aggressively though. Was that Shadow Blades? I guess he didn't want to. And that was full Shadow Blades. I'm actually kind of surprised. I was thinking it's like when you go in, you got him fully stunned up, fully locked out. Huh. Or maybe it was an all the time. Maybe it was all the time. Maybe that's why he backed up out of there. Because I thought there was a lot of cooldowns you're sending and committing. And then to just retreat, that's a little much. Breath onto Griff. Does catch him in the poly for Jay. He does get to survive Griff's full go as he gets himself a full arcane surge. Question is, Griff doesn't want to mess with it. Do you have a dot? Another Tempest? No, I didn't get another Tempest on the guy. If he did set up another Tempest off of like a poly or something, that would have been huge. It probably would break it though, wouldn't it? Immediate blink, kidney shot to follow, trigger for Jay. Got himself a defensive, able to alter his fate in case he needs to. Touching the Magi onto Griff, taking a bit of damage around the pillar, but I think he does go for a shiv or just a slow. Either a shiv or like a proper slow onto Jay. Ring of Fire does end up catching the rogue. While he's standing on ring, you're actually taking a number of damage. If you can kite the rogue into the ring, yo, Griff, you're actually just taking hits you don't necessarily need to. He just keeps refreshing it. He just keeps doing it. Jay turned on the stove all the way to max, and Griff is just putting his hand on it right there. He's just like, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Picking up the eye, should be able to see the rogue. Does go for the Nova to try to see if he can escape him. Poly into a quick smoke bomb. Ring of Frost forces rogue away out of the smoke, but he's able to reposition all the way towards the center pillar. For Jay, I don't know, man. No trinket. This is going to be good. Griff with the Shadow Blades, this is going to be a pretty good go. All the time up for Jay, so you should be able to reverse any of this damage. So Griff, I don't know if he wants to commit damage or not. Alter, is it still out? It is still out. Does try to go for a kick, juke it out completely. For Jay, if he has any kind of reverse damage pressure onto Griff, you'll be golden. Does force advantage out of the rogue. Jay maybe looking at an ice block here, trying to live this as best as possible. Touch the Magic was used there too. And for Griff, able to force out a block out of Jay. One vanish down, cloak is back up for Griff. If he gets aggressive, unless Jay can maybe like, because she has a trinket, unless Jay can maybe just sneak up damage out of nowhere onto Griff and just surprise him, I think it's going to be a rough. Double cheap shots, nothing he can do with a full secret technique, just a full course of all that Vogue goodness. Every single opener does go for the Nova with a poly to follow. For Jay, at least gives him a chance to set up some kind of a go. Vanish, no, Shadow Meld? You Shadow Melded and then, wait, hold on. You press Shadow Meld and then Barrage hits you? I thought that would knock you out. For Jay though, got himself a bit of a go. Arcade Orb does connect. Group with his Shadow Strike has been hit at 7 minutes. These two have been dueling each other for 7 minutes. Somebody of Bliss really does need to take a look at the survivability of mages and rogues and be like, you know what? They just keep healing, and then 1v1, both of them are DPS classes. Something about it doesn't connect. They're not even hybrids. Poly out of Jay. And Griff doesn't have a trinket. He got himself a vanish. If you can get himself kind of down on Griff to deny him escaping, maybe. Vanish, hold on, he didn't vanish. I thought he vanished. It looked like he vanished. He just got Shadow Blades, never mind. As Jay's just trying to see if he can Minesweeper for Rogue. He needed to get another Tempest on him, but he has a vanish, but no trinket. So if Jay catches him, he could actually get something going here. Does explode next to the man, goes in for a cheap shot. All the time is ready. Does go for reverse blink before he can reconnect with another cheap shot. Touching the Magi and everything is available. Hold on a second. Vanish for Griff. He does have another Tempest. It's gonna pull him out. It's gonna be touching the Magi. It's gonna do a bit of damage. He got himself biggest sippy cup in the world. Missiles burning right through him. Barrage touches. Oh, he did it. 8 minutes later. He did it. 8 minutes later, and he's just getting to feast off his corpse. What a match that was. 8 minutes of a rogue and a mage fighting each other. And it's not like they were like AFK for 5 minutes resetting. Like Griff is doing hit and runs the entire time. He just trying to run the clock out for dampening. Because Jay apparently got plenty of survivability too. Like, seriously. A mage, I'm glad that they're doing good, but not on a 1v1. Like, what is this? Save the rogue. They shouldn't be able to heal that much. This is going to be a poly onto Dark Danas as they get hit with an axe toss, stun right after onto the Jay. Does himself the altar to break out, but it's going to rush in. Was the Tyrant is out? All the pets are out. Jay, you might be in a weird spot. Hold on, you're out in the open. You're super aggressive. I like the gusto, but man, Oh, hold on a second. Just blast him while he's got himself time warp. Knocking back the pets for just a second. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage on the Jade. Does go for the block. Donna's took a few hits, but is able to recover it a little bit, though having to burn at least one of the defenses. I don't know if you have the Void Operations to mirror position. Jay's gonna invis. Caught a quick invis. I thought the pet would be right next to you. Play rogue, you can do everything, healer, take DPS support. True, like what is this? An SOD rogue? A tank rogue from Season of Discovery joins in versus a healing mage from Season of Discovery? It's like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, like we're plenty strong. I feel like if the word to take a look at our like double advantage thing with cooldown reduction for sub, I feel like the game wouldn't be broken. Maybe like bounce achieved potentially. Lord of Course I did with a stun onto Jay. Does end up getting himself an angle, but that's going to be another one of those demons glaring down on your soul, just doing damage every single time you cast offensively. That's like 5% of your health just gone, zapped away. Donna's still rotting with that touch of the magic. It is doing quite a bit of damage. Knock up on all these pets for just a second. Balloon Demon is out of range for Jay as he's just running circles around Donna's. Just doing a pretty good job for those hit and runs, just trying to stay super aggressive into an Undead Rachel, into an interrupt of the Donna's. Fear Axe does from a mile, doesn't go for the blink with a poly around the corner. Does have the polys where he can heal, so that's going to be trinket out of Donna's. Trying to go for that corruption dot of Jay. I like the corruption play. If anything, I think you just try to deny him his invisibility, right? Have himself a Ring of Frost, and all these pets are starting to slowly mosey over towards Jay. They're doing a little bit of damage, but really needs a lot of line of sight. And Jay, is it your first time? Actually, first time sitting down for food. He's been surviving this entire time with healing himself, as a mage does, because obviously mages have a lot of healing, without food. So let that sink in, right? Sink is outside. It's knocking. It's been ringing the doorbell. Let it in. Full Tyrant is in. Hold on, Jay. He got himself potentially maybe a decentish angle. Breath onto the pet as well as the Warlock. That is another demon up above. You might want to eliminate it. Actually, I think you might be lights out. That's all the pets surrounding you. You got no outs, no Icebuck available. Maybe you can slow one of them down into a quick invis. Is there still a dot on you? You got yourself a shield, shifting power. Maybe looking to come back with some kind of a cooldown. It's over though. At this side dampening, it looks like your cooldowns did catch up with you. And Lore, I appreciate you going for an honor duel, my guy, but you're a Frost Death Knight, and you're gonna need those healing. That shield holding on a little bit for you. That's a fresh new Vile Fiend. Doom Fiend joined in for Donna's. Main new ability to break away from the Death Knight. Got himself the grippy hand, and they're ready with a stun onto Donna's. Big obliterate chopping right through the Warlock with massive frosted crits. Does himself another grip. Donna's, unless you got some Immortal Call, anything fear or whatever you got. I think it's over. Oh yeah. Lore tried to get him for a kick at the very end. Cal not giving Lore any opportunity to recover. IBF really quickly got himself a death pack. Needed it because the amount of damage he's taken health wise, it's not great. Maybe Remorseless Winter will eventually stun Calcid, but nah, not happening. That's a rough one with Big up next. We got Cal, Miz, Smigo over on the team too. For Big, maybe a chance to one-shot him. At this high dampening though, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Got yourself Stormkeeper. You may need a Karma for this one, especially if he's dropping everything on you. Does he have a go? Karma? Oh! No. No Karma. That's just a heart attack. When he still has himself no more lightning bolts. Wait, he sent both of them out. There was also Guardian too, which is a little unfortunate Guardian gets sent this early, but I had to do it. As Big is gonna have to run the clock here too. He does not have himself the big go. For Smigo, he needs to get a root on the guy, slow something, anything, and just get in there. I think he's got it. Unless Big can just avoid him, he needs about 25 seconds for a Stormkeeper. He's playing this one-shotty Shaman build, which I love watching, but he needs to get himself at least a little bit of time behind the pillar, a little bit of time away from the guy and knocking him back. And Smigo, I don't know if he got himself a root totem or anything. There goes the root totem, got himself one of his own, trying not to get interrupted. He wants to be very, very careful. Stormkeeper got kicked. He might just have to sit there kick. Thunder to follow. Has a trinket for this one. For Smigo, no grounding totem, right? Burrow down for a second. Big, trying to go for big damage to the Smigo, but Smigo barely taking any of those hits. Finally got himself the big alien blast to follow, but it's gonna be a full lasso. Needs himself the lightning bolt. One zap, second zap. No, Smigo just goes in and spanks him with one of those what are they called? Skillets. Just hits him on the head with one of the skillets. Oh man, yeah, the Haymaker Shaman build is so strong, but it is a bit of a predictable go, right? You see the Stormkeeper, you see the Sky Fury, you see the Primordial midair, and you know it's going to be lights out in just a second. So if you have a button to press in between, you're going to be chilling. Without rogues, I know, man, the dampener games are rough. Kioska taking out Smeagol fairly quickly with Miz charging in, trying to see if he can land a fear. For Kioska, highest dampening ever. For Miz is the roughest matchup, I think, out here. Roughest matchup. But yeah, 80% dampening every game. I know. Just Griff takes the games. Honestly, I feel like Griff should change his name to Griefka, because he griefs these games by taking them to such high dampening. I feel like he probably doesn't really have any other way around it besides like whittling enemies down little by little through hit and runs. But, you know, just... it is rough out there. Voidthorn does get an interrupt. Kioska trying to see if he can fight Miz. Miz maybe looking at a disperse right now. Both super low. Oh, hold on, Kioska. Trying to see if he can fight through the disperse, but Miz just lives it. He just layered all his dots on him. Trying to heal. 85% healing reduction. You ain't getting none of it. And Devil, he tried to give him the honor duel. He's not gonna get any healing. He's trying. His little mana, dude, it's so drained. His little man is standing on one little stumbly leg. He can't do more. It is so rough. A Devil just... It's almost like rounding the bend around in the corner, making sure that the end is close, and Miz just... Yeah, all he can do is try to heal. Is there any other way for Miz to heal? Is there... Who had the Mage in their team? Was it team 2 or team 1? I think it was team 1, right? I think it was team 1. Yeah, if maybe they had Mage foot, maybe they could do something, but yeah. Devil has to do it. He has to send him to the Shadow Realm. The man is literally made of shadows. He was born in the darkness, molded by it. Just try to avoid his pets as best as possible. Literally, an axe toss and he's dead. Fear on the pets. Hold on a second. Devil with a mortal cold. Trinkets out of it. Miz backing up out. Does have the pets down at the very least. Trying to heal. Trying to fight through the inevitable. As Devil goes double axe toss on the guy. Stun. Silence. These pets are just gonna win over, yeah? Just pets win. Yep, pets just win. There's just nothing you can do. He tried. Super high dampening. I had zero expectations he would be able to like get a win. That's a rough one. All right, let's check up on our team, see if we can do another one or if we're done for the night.